Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Iceman Guru, aka Dr. J, aka Mr. 7 Days a Week, aka Mr. Accountability. Back at you with another installment on the High Frequency Channel. Only like, subscribe, share the video, hit the bell, okay? All that good stuff. You already know what to do, okay? Now, before I get into what the topic and subject is, let me talk about a little something because actually I have a question. I have two questions actually. That's kind of going to be the title for today's video. Okay. A lot of times I talk about intentionality. I talk about being aware. Those are some things that actually going to be in my upcoming book. Shout out the Relationship Guide, the Business and Science of Reasoning, that will be coming out this summer. All right. Pre-orders definitely gonna take place in April. I'm excited about that. So y'all definitely stay tuned in that because they will be coming. Anywho, so moving forward, a lot of videos will be focusing on relationship, as of course the books focus on relationships of many different kinds. But we want to specifically address two questions, okay, that I think a lot of time people are not thinking about. They're not really conscious and aware of when they get into relationships, how our mentality is everything. Okay. So the two questions that is going to be the topic / subject of the video is: one, what do we bring to a relationship? And two, why do we want a relationship in the first place? Now, these two questions might really sound dumb, I guess, for lack of a better word. A lot of times that we don't even think about why we want a relationship. And we definitely don't think what can we provide for the relationship. But these are two very important questions that are going to serve for the foundation of the relationship. Okay. So let's just start with, well, what is it that we want to be in a relationship for in the first place? Right? Because we all understand men and women are sexual people. Okay. Men like sex, women like sex. Okay. But we don't need to be in a relationship for that. We understand that. Okay. Men can go by sex. Women can just look at their DMs and just pick one of the random dudes that slide in their DM every day. Okay. So we don't need to have a relationship for sex. Now, women will want a relationship to have sex with one person because they don't want to be considered a hoe, a thought, what have you. Okay. Men, we just don't care. Okay. We're going to get it how we get it. All right. But we don't need a relationship for that. Okay. Let's just keep that as the foundation. Okay. So why do we really want a relationship? Well, a lot of us want security. Okay. A lot of us want loyalty. All right. But those are the things that you need to be thinking about, even right now, when you get into a relationship. What is it that I actually want from this relationship? Why do I really want to be in a relationship? Okay. We got to be specific and clear about that because, as I said, that's going to serve for the foundation so that you can go back to it when things get a little rocky and say, okay, this is what our relationship is founded on. Okay. Security, loyalty, respect, trust, communication. These are the reason of things that I want and the reason why I want a relationship in the first place. Okay. Because I want to feel whole when it comes to these different aspects. All right. I want to make sure that I'm just giving one person and not giving 6, 7 people all these different things and be spread thin. That is the reason why I want to be in a relationship. Okay. We have to be intentional and we have to be clear up front of why we want to be in a relationship. Okay. Now let's get to the second question. Okay. Which may be the most important question. Who knows? Okay. What do you bring to that relationship? It kind of goes back to the question, what do you bring to the table? Okay. So in order to want a relationship, okay, because a relationship should be mutual. It should be mutually beneficial for two parties. Okay. Because I think a lot of time now, and I really heard this revelation during a conversation with Kevin Seven we're having with some girls from Miami. And it was brilliant. Okay. That what came out of it. So what we see nowadays is that a lot of women either fear man or they look at a man as utility. They look at a man of what they can do for them. Okay. If that is why, or that is what you're bringing to a relationship, well, we don't want to be feared. We definitely want to be respected, and we don't want to be used. Okay. So what is you as a woman? What kind of value can you bring to my life? Okay. Otherwise, you should not be wanting a relationship. If ladies, if you cannot answer the question of what you can bring to a relationship, what you can bring to a man, what kind of value you can add to a man, you should not be wanting a relationship. Okay? Because if you cannot bring value, you are going to be a glorified side chick. You're going to be glorified for the streets. Okay? And you're just going to have situationships. But rightfully so, that should be your outcome. Because if you can't vocalize and tell a man what you can do for them, and vice versa, men as well. Okay. If you can't tell somebody what you can do for them, what kind of value you can add, you do not need to be in a relationship. You have to be able to answer the question, what can you bring to a relationship? And it has to be bigger than, well, I can cook, I can clean, I can wash dishes. For fellas, I can mow the lawn, I can change your oil, even though that's big. Okay. No, can you bring peace to me? Okay. Can you help me get more money? Okay. Well, if you're a woman, can you have kids? All right. Do you have kids already? Are you bringing bills to the table? So instead of what you actually bring into my plate, what can you add to my plate? What can you do for that other person? Because essentially, relationships are all about mutual exchange, mutual benefit. When it comes to any type of relationship, we have to understand this. We can't gloss over this, okay? But the days of women just being put on a pedestal and women saying you got to be able to pay my bills, you got to be able to do that, or women saying that, well, he got to make this amount or he got to beat it. Those days should be over, because we need to start talking about, well, what is you as a woman? What can you bring versus talking about what you want? That is the reason why we see the inconsistency in relationships. That is why we see the staggering divorce rate. That is why a lot of people are single, okay? Because we're not getting in alignment. And the reason why we're not getting in alignment is because people are not talking about these two questions up front, okay? Why do I want a relationship, and what can I bring to the relationship? These serve as the foundation, okay? Hey, we're going to end it right there. We might have to do another video, a part 2 on this, man. There's some good stuff, all right? Hey, as always, I'm you, you're me. Love always, love eternal. We out this thing. Deuces.